What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mississippi Sexual and my co-host.
And you already know it's your boy BU, because that's all you gotta do.
Absolutely. Tonight we got a wonderful show tonight. We got Jeroninmo Speaks, man. He's a spoken word poet straight out of Chicago, man, using his voice for change. Without further ado, let's bring him up. Jeroninmo, what's up, my man?
Oh, peace. How you feeling? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling
my
good.
guy?
We alive.
It's your man, it's your boy Jeroninmo Speaks, spoken word artist from the south side of Chicago. Definitely feel blessed to be up here. Like, this is super dope. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. It's blessed to have you, brother. Blessed to have you. Doing all right tonight, my guy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Right,
Just been grinding. No grind, no shine, you know. That's the
things
motto.
off, baby. I love to hear it. I love to
Hey,
hear
what
it.
they
Man, we're
say,
gonna jump into these.
hard work ain't easy.
Man, who you telling? Who you telling?
Yeah.
I mean, we got some unconventional questions for you tonight. I want to take it off the typical interview. So our first question is like metaphorical journey. You know, if you were on a journey as a spoken word artist and you were in a metaphorical landscape, what would that look like and why?
So that would probably look like it'll probably be a scenic route, you know. It'll be beautiful, you know, good like, you know, oceans and breezes and hilltops, but the road will be full of broken glass and shards and spikes and wires, you know. But the surrounding will be beautiful. You know what I mean? You know,
Right.
um I would say the reason why it's like that is because like people on the outside, you know, the view looks nice. It looks like me and the full-time spoken word artist. It looks good. Like, you know what I mean? Hitting these stages, it looks good. But like just the journey, the walk, right? You know what I mean? It's hard. It's tumultuous. It's a lot. You got to step on a lot of broken bottles and barbed wires and glass, you know. And then it's the scenic route, so it takes you a long time to get there to wherever you headed to, you know. So I would say, you know, it looks beautiful, but the ground is definitely paved with some cracks and you know.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I love that. That's powerful. All right. So soundtracks to life. If you could choose one song to accompany your performances, what would it be and how does that resonate with your poetry?
Slipping by DMX.
A slipper from the
Yeah,
bullshit. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. I like that. Okay.
yeah.
And
So
why would you
well, my style of poetry is I do testimonial. I talk about, you know, what I've been through. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I grew up in the projects, you know, never knew my father. You feel me? Was in the streets for a little while. So, you know what I mean? Like, um, like that when I first heard that track, I was just like I understood, you know what I mean? Like no matter where you from, you know what I mean? It's the same struggle. We all going through it, you know what I mean? And so through all my poetry, I talk about what I've been through, what I'm going through, and what I'm trying to manifest for the future. You know what I mean? And so DMX, that Slipping track, it applies. It still applies. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? So,
I love that, bro. That really kind of transitions right into our next question. It says cultural influence. In what way do you think your cultural background has shaped your artistic voice? And can you share a specific piece that may reflect it?
okay, so like I'm from impoverished neighborhood, impoverished. So in Chicago, it's a place called the Low End. So the Low End is a bunch of projects, and they call it the Low End because it's like the lower end of the number. So I'm from 21st and State Street. You know what I mean? And then you got 22nd, 23rd, like, you know, and it's just a line of it was a line of projects before gentrification hit it. Being able to grow up right in the projects and being able to kind of witness like different things in my life like from gang banging and shootouts and selling drugs and things of that nature, right? And then now I'm a nationally travel, spoken word artist. So I'm going to the same hood, different place, same hood. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I relate. I could be in Kansas, somewhere. Like if I see remnants of the hood, I know where I'm at. Like I'm saying, like it can look totally different, but the same. I know the you know what I mean, and it's just same people, same struggle, just different places and different faces. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where that's like my cultural background, just the street smarts that I developed over the years. It gives me the ability to be able to identify, people from different places and generations. You feel me? So, and I think one of the pieces that will most go with that is this piece is crazy. Where I'm from, I didn't sing teams swinging the arm like a musketeer. Now the powers that be pulling the strings, they don't give a damn about a puppeteers. I used to be a bulldog in the streets. I didn't seen some things that'll bring a pup to tears. 29th of February, I didn't spend so much life I can leap years. Killers on my block don't care about your life or theirs. Real life Thanos, as soon as he snapped, half the hood disappears, and I got to weigh the options. Because any given day, I can be on the other end of an obscene. Every time it's an obscene, it's obscene. And my scene, am I seen? Because they want to drop on vaccine. They carry arms to give shots, vaccines, and leave wives living single, Maxine. So trust I understand Afghanistan. Because terrorists been took over the block. Their hands of town won't even hold my clock. Gave it to an hourglass. I guess that's why I flip every hour's pass. My mind spent off more than a power cash. Walk a day in my shoes. Life can get colorful money. Monopoly cash. That's why I hit these stages and try to raise wisdom. Socrates' dad. Forcing y'all to dissect what's in a biology class. And sometimes I still don't make the best decisions. There's some things I'm still working to face. Esthetician. Too many emotional black scar walls and I'm on a set collision. I get my last breath of vision. I know people who can afford the clothing brand off-white, fly on sight, but off life. And I'm just here to put a mirror to your mirror. I'm a young god, a theologian. Blood don't make us close, but my hemoglobin is compared to Zeus and Odin. One time, I even told this beady from O Block, stop carrying the energy of an Ogun and start carrying the energy of an Ogun. Even asked them, what's the science? How does this add up? Unfortunately, biology and math was a class he got F's in. Now he's broke on the block swinging that F in. He even asked me back, well, what do you believe in? Well, me, I am Yahweh, God. He said, stop lying. You ain't in the streets beasting. I never said that. I said, well, me, I am Yahweh. Ain't that God? Even with a cold stare tattoos, he's fragile. Posting blocks, dodging cops. He's agile, but fragile. Toting Glocks, robbing ops. He's baffled, but fragile. And me, I never seen warfare as blood spills at the river of Jordan. But I've seen wars bled as blood spills over a pair of Jordans. I never seen the streets of Chile, but I'm from Chicago, where the streets get Chile. And no matter how many times we hit these stages, and yeah, rewinder, it won't change the fact that our streets are modern day Rwanda. It won't change the fact that our streets are modern Rwanda. It won't change the fact that we just a catalyst to decline blacks. We find gats and crates on freights, and lately my fate been in the face, because even without the H, fate is still in face, like even without the H, hell is still an L, and I'm just trying to bring the truth for vision. Even my nephew, like, don't forget, it's a pipeline, school or prison. Like instead of pulling up to the Chicago High School, Morgan Park, he just should pull up to the morgue and park. They be sharp with the 9 for the GDs, but we're sharper than number 2 for a GD. We was warriors, militant, panthers, fighters, and lately it seemed like we smoked so much black mouths that we become passive, black and mouths. What you smoking now? You know what I mean?
Woo. Man, hey, that was heavy. That was heavy. Hey, bro, I love your energy, boy. Your delivery, how you, man. Listen, okay,
Blessings,
love it,
blessings.
bro. I love it, brother. What's the name of that piece?
That's called Free Smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Smoke.
there was
You
some
heard it
smoke too.
first. Piece of smoke.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that, bro. Hey, so audience connection. Can you describe a moment that, like, while you was performing, you had an unexpected connection with an audience member, and like, what did that feel like? You know that.
So man, so look, honestly, you feel me? I got this piece called PTSD. I'm a mental health advocate. You know, I'm always promoting just therapy and go like that's even my brand. Promote PTSD, promote therapy, stop drowning. Feel
Love
me?
it.
Um,
I
so
want one. Tell me how I get it.
oh yeah, definitely we can get you in one. You feel me? And so like I said, I do testimonial poetry and like just hood, like you know what I mean, people from the hood, like just recognizing. Sometimes when you're going through what you're going through, you don't see an end. You know what I mean? And then I've stepped on stages where like afterwards, like people that was in the streets or something, you know what I mean, they walk up to me and just like embrace me and say, "Man, bro, like, you know what I mean? I'm going through that right now. You feel me? Like, you're giving me hope. You're giving me, promise. You know what I mean? And understand that it's a better day. Because when I was in it, I was, I was content with, I thought that's all it was to life. You feel me? And then I tell people my first time leaving Chicago, I was 27. Never even, I stayed on the block that whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Now I done been to 40 states, like, you know what I mean, off of spoken word. Like, and I get on stages and I tell them, I'm a full-time spoken word artist. I tell them I own a house. You know what I mean? I'm from the projects. I bought a house off of spoken word, 2 cars. Like, I'm like, you gotta zone in and focus, you know what I mean? I made way more doing spoken word than I ever did selling drugs. You feel me? Or whatnot. So, because everybody ain't poppy, everybody ain't the dudes pushing keys, everybody ain't that. You know what I mean? And so I get on stages and I tell my story and all this truth, and I usually have men walk up to me and just kind of connect with me and tell me things they going through and they just trying to figure it out, like And I do my best to kind of give them a path and a light, to walk down whatever path God put in front of them.
Love that, bro. I love that. You got a beautiful soul, my boy.
Honestly,
Now, behind the scenes, what does Geronimo do to get into habit and to get ready for a performance? What is that like? How do you get
Ah,
ready?
so, yeah, so basically, I got a ritual. Every before I perform, I kind of find a little quiet place. I say a prayer, the same prayer every time. God, thank you for allowing me to be in here in this room again. Please allow 1 or 100 people show up.
Yeah,
Allow me to touch the people that's supposed to be touched. Allow me to be able to be effective in my words and my delivery. Like, you know what I mean? And just thank you for allowing me to truly doing what I love doing. Like, and I just kind of center myself. I envision myself on the stage, my performance. I work up some nerves, and then I go.
yeah, I love
Mhm.
it.
all right. With that being said, like, so what inspires you more, pain or happiness? What's your process of writing poetry?
Well, you see, you feel me? Like just growing up, like where we from, you feel me? You born in pain. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like, it's this is what inspires me most is the promise that there will be happiness. You feel me? Because we working our way out of the pain. You know what I'm saying? Like we working out, like where I'm at right now. I walk my daughter to school every day. I'm not worried about nobody running up on me or doing something because I done did something and they caught me in the street. Like, I ain't worried about none of that, right? Working my way out of that pain. You feel me? Oh, my best friend, my brother, he worked at, Chase. I met him on the porch. You see, he worked corporate Chase. He not in the streets. I ain't got to worry about that call in the middle of the night that he done got, you know what I'm saying? Or he locked up, right? We working our way out of the pain. And that's the inspiration for me. Like, I want to get to a place of absolute, happiness within the environment that I place. You feel me? I'm trying to break, like I'm the first person in my family to buy a house. You know, we got 3 generations of people living in the projects. You feel me? Like I'm trying to break generational curses through my daughter. You know what I mean? She'll never know what it's like to live in an apartment or, you know what I'm saying, or the projects or whatever like that. Like, you feel me? So
Yeah.
that's my inspiration. Is I can't say happiness or pain because I'm work. The inspiration is making it to happiness, but I'm using the pain as a platform to make it to that happiness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, before we move on, I want to say I'm proud of you.
Thank you, King.
I'm proud of you, especially being the first owner of a house in your family and everything. I'm proud of you.
So,
Thank you.
I'm
thank
proud
you.
of you, bro.
Thank you.
And how long would you say it took you to like really get comfortable with growth with performing? Like, because I know you get jitters on stage,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Like
still
mean,
probably.
yeah, no, I embrace them. Like I said, like I work when I said I work up my nerves. Like I embrace the jitters. You feel me? Because look, I a month. I probably perform anywhere from 20 to 30 times a month. You know, it's a
Damn.
repetitive, like you know what I'm saying, repetitive, constant performances. Eventually, you feel me, some of the drive and passion in your performances started to dwindle. So you gotta depend on them. Like I psych myself up. Like, what if this the crowd? What if they don't like me? What if they ain't mess with me? What if I don't deliver? Anything could happen. I psych myself up. So when I get on them stage, them nerves is what kind of manifests into passion. You know what I mean? I'm,
Yeah.
I'm I'm spinning like, yo, I hope this don't be the one that messes me up, like you know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So yeah, like I constantly, you know what I mean? I the jitters, I hold on to them. You know what I mean? Constantly. You feel me?
Okay, you embrace them. Uh,
Yeah.
have you ever tried rapping?
I came from rapping. I came
Okay.
from rapping. So I was but you know, I was like, you know, just another like when I was rapping, just literally on the block, you know what I mean? Used to hit the studio, you know what I mean, do a little something, but I never I had, I hadn't been nowhere. I used to get on the showcase here too. I used to pay the little $75 there, give me 10 tickets, pop them off, you know what I mean, or whatnot. Dragged in my guys who's super talented, but they wasn't really, they ain't believe in themselves. They just wanted to be on the block. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all that. Like like I said, I had never been out of the city of Chicago, and I wasn't even making local noise. You feel me? And then so yeah, I came from rapping. Then a well-known DJ out here, he heard my spoken word, and then he had sat down, had a meeting with me, sat down with me, and he was like, "Yo, man, it's a sin against men if you don't at least look into what that poetry do." Because I was like writing, like spoken word was just something I wrote for my personal. You feel
Right.
me? And he told me like, look, if you focus on and zone in on that spoken word, he's like, you gonna definitely you're gonna be booked up, you're gonna be loved, you're gonna, you know what I mean, it's gonna open up way more doors. And I decided to, walk in on that. He was the professional, he was the, the well known. I'm like, all right, let's try it, let's do it. And he was right. He was right. Literally, my whole life ended up changed up when I stepped into spoken word.
And
Mhm.
look at you now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Look
sir.
at you growth.
I love, yeah, and that's what it's about: progression and evolution.
Yes. So with that being said, like, is there a certain person you would like to collab with? Like,
You talking about underground or industry?
any your top person you would like to collab with, or both? Let me know both. Actually.
Both, right? So I think like, industry wise, I mean, I would like, you know what I'm saying? I would like to do something with Kevin Hart, industry wise, right? You know what I mean? And a lot of people like, what? Why you go with a comedian instead of another poet or another a rapper or something? Well, I mean, Kevin Hart he 360. You know what I'm saying? He's selling out stadiums. He got the social media on live. He got the movies on live. He got the stand up on live. It's like you do something with Kevin Hart. It's just endless things, right? You know what I mean? You do something with a rapper like a Jay-Z, you know what I mean, you gonna get that shine, or you do something with Drake or something, like you'll get that shine, but it's like you get that verse, you feel me? And then hopefully it do well on the radio and streaming, and it may do or may not, then it's, you know what I mean? But like Kevin Hart, he just his business mind is just 360. Everybody who
Yeah.
attaches themselves to him, like they success is just it's not too far off. So with Kevin Hart, I think with somebody like Underground, that I would like to collab with is this cat named Black Chakra from Baltimore. He super nice with it. He like a national slam champ or something, but he's super fire. You feel me? And we've been on the track before, but it wasn't like it was somebody, it's legend named Talon AC. He had put us both on the track together. But yeah, like the kid, he's super nice. Like Black Chocolate, fire.
Yeah. What was your during the process of you growing and you continuing growing? We always grow every day.
Yeah.
What was the hardest challenge you were facing?
So the hardest challenge was shedding everything that I learned coming up. You know what I mean? And adapting to the new environment. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
ain't no like I used to bring that hood energy into open mics and poetry cafes, and it's just not it. Or it's like for what? Like you know what I'm saying? Who wants to be the toughest guy at poetry open mic? Like you feel me? I used to think super just like for the here and now. You feel me? Like on some hood stuff. What's happening today? You feel me? Until in the poetry world, I started meeting people who was just making moves that was gonna matter in a year from now. You know what I'm saying? They were setting seeds and foundations and things of that nature. They was cultured. They was well read, well versed. You know what I mean? And all I had was just my brute mentality. You feel me? I had to adapt or die. Like either I was gonna be a dinosaur and become extinct, or I was gonna evolve. You know what I mean, and be successful. And so, I decided to evolve with the circle I was around, and that was hard because, of course, when you evolving, I'm not doing the things that I used to do. You know what I mean? And so the guys I grew up with and held it down with and was on the block with, then they start falling off. And that was like one of the most hurtful things when somebody you feel like, you know what I mean, is your brother for life, just he don't mess with you no more. You know what I mean? Because y'all interests ain't the same no more. You know?
Yeah. Like we're supposed to come up together. Like
Exactly. But that they don't get it. You know what I mean? They so like people that like literally you put your life in their hands and they put their life in your hands, but now you're on a different trajectory. Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
yeah, we don't mess with you, like so that was the toughest part, just evolving in that space and evolving to my new environment. Mhm.
So that transitions us to this next one. What legacy would you want to like leave?
Man, so like usually people get like a traditional answer, like I want to affect the world and all this other stuff. Like honestly, with me, I want it all. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be Nicholas Tesla, who, he invented, a million things, but not knowing it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? He helped the
Yeah.
world, but then, you know what I'm saying? You got Edison, who didn't invent nothing, but he got the name, right? I want to be a
Yeah.
both. I want to be somebody that affect the world, but also get the bag. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I mean? Henry, like I was taught when you walk into any room, somebody in that room making money. Either
Absolutely.
you're gonna be one of those people like, oh, I'm just here for the artistry, and you know what I mean, and it's whatever, and like, yeah, just give me a mic and I'm gonna spit, or and while they in the back counting up the door, you know what I'm saying, and they send you on the way, good job, and then we need you again. Or you gonna be the one that's back. You gonna kill the stage, affect somebody, touch somebody like that, walk in the back, and count up that bread with them. You know what I'm saying? I want it both. That's the legacy I want. I want to be known as an amazing artist, but an amazing business person too. You know what I mean? That's the legacy I want.
Yeah. That's hunger right there. That's hunger.
Yeah, yeah. No grind, no shine. You got to get to it.
Yeah. So with being from Chicago, you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of your friends disappear and all of that, and that fueled you in every way. And um, do you still like look back, like, all right, I wish I would have did this, or do you channel what you went through?
Yeah, I got a lot. Like, I went through survivor's remorse. Like, you feel me? Like, man, like I look back. I used to have a strong case of like only if they saw it, if they knew. They like when I saw it and I was like, oh, I want that. I'm gonna go get that, right? So I tried to drag my guys along and say, look, just look what can happen. But they didn't want it. So I had a hard time understanding that, like, about people just not wanting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? People are content with where they at in life, and you can't force them to walk through these doors with you. You know what I mean? I my I still have moments like, when I may look on Instagram and I see guys that, I grew up with, we in our 30s now, and they still on they somebody couch smoking a blunt, drinking. This, they just got more kids now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Like, you feel me? I still like, dang, like only they doing the same thing we was doing 20 years ago. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for him. I have a lot of regret. Like I said, I tell people all the time, like, I didn't become a man until I was like 27. That's when I started walking as a man. Like, you know what I mean? And so I spent years trying to regain that 7 years that I lost. You know what I mean? And I began 21. I should have jumped on the bus, grinded my artistry, went all out. Like, you know what I mean? No responsibilities, no none of that. I should have just went all out. But I was standing on somebody's porch, hanging out, chilling every day, just, wasting my life for like years upon years. So I used to have a lot of regret from that, but now I'm just like I'm focused on the here and now. You know what I mean?
Best thing about that is you learned what not to do. So,
Facts. Yeah.
yeah, you learned exactly what not to do. It's all right. So, Jeroninmo Speaks. Where does that come from?
All right, so interesting. So my real name is Gerard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And so when I was coming up in the projects, the projects I'm from, like the buildings went all the way up to the 22nd floor, and you can literally stand on the porch and like call somebody like that's on the next floor. So so say I'm on the 7th floor and somebody on the 15th floor, and they're standing on the porch like Gerard, Gerard. Eventually, they just start saying Jeroninmo, like, you know what I mean. And then I got that name. Then Speaks, when I made Facebook, I needed a second name, a last name. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be Jeroninmo. And I needed a last name, so I put Speaks there, Jeroninmo Speaks. And then, it's just a place filler. But then when I started going to shows and being booked at shows, flyers start coming out with Jeroninmo Speaks on there, or they introduce me at the shows with Jeroninmo Speaks. And at first I was like, no, it's just Jeroninmo. And then eventually I was like, all right, Jeroninmo Speaks. It is what it is.
Yeah, so the community gave you that name pretty much.
Yes, yeah, the community gave me Speaks, and my neighborhood gave me Jeroninmo. They was calling me Jeroninmo before, like, I stepped into the poetry world.
So with us being black and everything, what do you think we need to do to just just expand and have success? Do you feel like we are against each other or anything like that? Or jealousy?
I feel like as far as black people are concerned, like, I feel like currently there's a strong fear. You know what I mean? So it's a generational divide right now, right? So the reason why all these killings are happening in Chicago, by these young boys out here, is because the older guys who used to run the block, like, you know what I'm saying, they're like, I ain't going over there, like, so they can shoot me in the face. You know what I mean? Feel me? Like, it's a healthy fear. You know what I'm saying? Because they will kill you, but you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's no laws and order. Like when I was coming up, it was governed, it was chiefs, and it was like laws and policies and things of that nature that govern the block. Now it's just law. Everybody for themselves. So I think like the reason why I go that route is because gang culture is really heavy in Chicago. It's not as thick as like Cali or nothing like that, but it's pretty heavy. Like they bang rocks out here. Like if you're not from here, don't come over here. You know what I mean? Type of energy. And I feel like we like village, right? So on top of it's a generational divide. We don't. It ain't no community no more. You know what I mean? Like even me, I'm guilty of it. I bought my house in 2021. I don't know nobody on my block. You know what I mean? And then I was like, yo man, like you just like man, just keep to yourself. You know that we lack community. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you know, divided. It's easy to conquer somebody who's divided. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I definitely agree. Come here.
That's awesome. Hey, so quick question, like what is your writing process?
So my writing process is it's like say I get inspired, right? I get inspired to write about a specific topic. I'll walk around with that topic in my brain, in my head for like a month or two or whatever, like you know what I mean. And I just walk around, just like in my head, kind of putting it together. And I be simultaneously doing that with several pieces. It be always like 7 pieces in my head, like oh, you know, putting it together. And so then when I feel like you know the skeleton is done, you know, of the piece, then I'll sit down and I'll put the metaphors, punchlines, bars. You know what I mean? I never sacrifice that for the message. Always stay in tune. You know, just glitz glamour it up. But I write the skeleton of the piece, and the way I write the skeleton always consists of 3 stanzas. You know what I mean? No more than 3.5 to 4 minutes. I feel like if you can't get your message out in 3.5 to 4 minutes, then you're gonna start losing the crowd because attention spans do get weak. You know what I mean? And I just so that I just break it down like that. So people be like, "Oh, Jeroninmo, you a fast writer?" You know what I mean? Because I sit down and write a piece in 30 to 45 minutes, but it ain't just a fast writer. Is that I already got I know what I'm trying to say. I already got the skeleton of the piece down. I'm just metaphoring it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Punchline, the triple, double entendres, all that. You know what I mean? I'm just doing that. So that's my style. How I do my thing.
I love that, brother. I love that.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. Hey, so what you got coming up on, man? Tell everybody what you got going on.
So next up is I got this platform called Voices in Power in Chicago. They coming to Chicago. Me and my sister K Love is featuring for Voices in Power. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be a dope thing. Then
I'm a fan of you both. Hey, Love.
Thank you. Yeah, that's definitely the sis. You know what I mean? Then after that, I'm in Atlanta. Well, I got a weekly open mic that I throw. I got a Kwanzaa event that I just got booked for. Then I'm in Atlanta for New Year's Eve. I got booked out there for New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm. So.
How many days a week you work?
I'm sorry, what y'all say?
How many days a month you work?
Poetry. So I'll be like I said, I'm doing like maybe 20 to 25 shows a month. Sometimes I have 3 shows in one day. You know what I mean? Like you know, no grind, no shine. Like you feel me? I'm constantly just going. Like if y'all look on my Instagram page, all you see is fly out. And it's a blessing. You know what I mean? It's a blessing that, I'm heavily requested the way I am. You know what I mean? It's definitely a blessing.
Yeah, Antonio.
You said you do a weekly poetry event. Plug that for me. Where is it at? What time?
Yeah, I run a poetry event called Collab Speaks. It's every Wednesday. It's on 47 in Vincennes on the south side of Chicago. Doors open at 7. Poetry start at 8. And we try to be out of there no later than 10:30.
That's, that's, so you ever want to headline and do something like totally yourself and like a tour?
Uh, you know what? I ain't really got like I get booked out of town a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so I don't know if you call that a tour. People just hit me up and like, can you come to like Vegas or Atlanta or St. Louis? And, you know what I mean? Just all around. So
They
I
can
do.
call it a tour.
Yeah. I ain't never just like, but it'd be like random date. Like somebody just hit me up and be like, hey, I want to book you. You know what I mean for New Orleans or something. You know what I'm saying? Like so
Yeah.
I'm constantly going out of town, but I don't necessarily know a tour. But I do throw my own showcases as well at the Willis Tower in Chicago. You know what I mean? So on the 66th floor of the Willis Tower downtown, I throw like sold out. We be packing it out for like 400 people. You know what I mean? So
Damn, that's a lot.
yeah. Yeah, and it's all just the grind work, the effort work. Like, I ain't got no sponsors and none of that behind me. It just you feel me? Just hard work, pushing, proper promotion, you know what I mean? Hitting just getting it out there, trying to get the people to come through.
Do you have a team? It's just you. You independent. You don't have a
It's just,
team or
it's just me. I ain't got I've had managers before.
yeah.
Um and I've had 3 managers and they all quit. They say that it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like dealing, like with me. One, like when people trying to manage me, the only thing I ask is you got to match what I do. So if I'm doing 10 shows a month, you need to add 10 shows. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I do. Like, you feel me? Also, yeah. Also, I don't wait. You feel me? Like if it's an opportunity, do it now. Don't read a message and then like, oh, I handle that like when I get home or something like that or later. I don't know. Now, like, you know what I mean? Let's do it now. You know what I mean? And I understand like if you're doing something important, drop what you're doing. But I'm saying as soon as you open up, then I need that now. Like, you feel me? And so and a lot of people they don't operate like that. You feel me?
Yeah. See,
I love that. I love that. Man, it's been a great time having you, man. We really appreciate it, bro. You got anyone you want to got another piece you want to give to us before we think about it?
I mean, yeah, we could definitely do that. I never stood on the sandy shores of an Iraqi war. And I never stormed with troops through desert storming boots. And I've never acted in the plan to take Ted's land from Afghanistan. But my therapist say, Jay, you got post-traumatic stress disorder. And in order to fight this disorder, you got to talk about your pains and disorder. So speaking becomes therapeutic. From disorder, you're a street soldier. And in order to get over, your mind got to think wholer and your tongue got to speak sober. So here we go. PTSD. Posted, trapping, selling drugs, popping tech, squeezing deserts. And I was in the midst of it as an adolescent. Yeah, that was a dose present, but I formed most of my scars from adult sections. Have you ever been around someone smoking crack? The thick aroma smells like the Stella's, wettest, moldiest red. And I couldn't eat for a week after that. But you know what really made me weak after that? My first time seeing a body. I was maybe 7 probably. There I was on 92nd and Cottage Grove, right by the corner store. When I see a chase and pursuit, 12 gangsters all ready to shoot, pistol in hand, stumping out one man. Then I see him reach out a can and you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. PTSD, huh? Pre-teen selling dope. Funny how quick you graduate to the real thing from selling soap, and they give it to you wrapped in hope. Ironic how they give you the blow and tell you a blow, and yell is for the low. When jail is your new home as hell, you're on your own. I remember homie used to give us $1 when we asked for it. Everything he had on it like he put cash on it. It went from let me get $1. Sure, shawty, if I got one on me. Say, hey, yo, let me get $1. Sure, Shawty popped this off for me. So, hey, Shawty, you want some extra dollars? He'll rock this up for me. And I remember the first time a fiend approached with some cream out. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to talk about it. PTSD, huh? Partner, sinning deacon. But it's too much money out here, and me and my guys eating, and no one ever put a price tag on our work. They say you gotta die to see heaven, but I want to see it here on earth. And now we don't do songs. We chatted out psalms on forearms and pray to the same God when it's wartime. It's like one time it literally rained bullets for 40 days and 40 nights because we was the only block flooded when it was drought season. But I'm looking as a heathen. Shorties forsaking Jesus. Said to me and the guy with that 30 piece, and it's foolish, forsaking Jesus, sending him the guy for 30 pieces like Judas. And I try to talk to him. It was like I'm speaking in code. I was broken, drawn through the mud, lost loved ones, and I never denied God. I was on my job. What am I speaking in code? I said I was broken, drawn through the mud, lost loved ones, and I never denied God. I was on my Job. But they say, Jay, try to run to the church where all this church hurt got me thinking like, is it worth it? Because Moses taught me even a holy staff can turn into serpents. And lately, it feel like my words don't got flow like a message in a bottle. Why were you walking with God? Judas got to follow. They try to tell me, well, wise God, well, I'm talking to you now. My life full of wise, God. Lately, it feel like the devil made a pact with God to unpack my life, and I'm looking at God like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about it. My therapist say, how could you heal if you never talk about it? All you do is talk around it. You live the life that most of these people would consider astounding. But at the end of the day, you don't even want to talk about it. You know? Thank you.
Jeroninmo Speaks, ladies and gentlemen. Man, if you're not following him, you need to, man. Plug your social for the people, my man.
Yes, sir, man. It's real easy. Y'all can see her. Y'all can see right there. Jeroninmo Speaks on all platforms. Jeroninmo Speaks on TikTok. Jeroninmo Speaks on Instagram, Facebook, X. If y'all want to email me, it's geronimospeaks@gmail.com. Of course, my cash app is Jeroninmo Speak. If y'all want to tip me anything, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, it's super easy to find me. Jeroninmo Speaks on everything. You know, throw me in Google, and all my stuff will pop up. You know what I mean?
Love that. Hey, so quick question before I get you out of here, bro.
What's up?
How did you be able to recite your poetry? What is your process of memorizing your poem?
So, like earlier when I said I write in like 3 stanzas. So basically, like or paragraphs or verses, right? You know what I mean? I just I remember like the first verse. You know what I mean? Go over that in my head. Then when I remember that, then I start memorizing the second verse, and then I put the first and second verse together, and then keep going. Then when I remember them shirts, then I add the third verse, and then boom, boom, boom. And I always like make a keyword. You feel me in my poems that it's a bridge. So like in that last piece I just did, I don't even want to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And then that the next verse is about to come on, like PTSD. You know what I mean? And then boom, 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 right? So and that's a prime example of 3 verses that I did. First, I talked about just how I grew up. Then I talked about selling drugs as a youth, and then I talked about my relationship with the church and God. 3 verses, boom, boom, boom. Each bridge was I only you want to talk about it. You know what I mean? So I remember 1, then 2, 1 and 2 together, then add on 3, and then you just say it over and over. And also, if I make one mistake, I just go back to the beginning. So like the punishment of making like skipping over a word, you know what I mean? When you memorize it, you just got to go right. You can be one line, one word from the end. If you mess up on that word, you got to go all the way to the top.
Oh,
You do that over and over. Yeah.
I like that process.
That's dope. Yeah. Hey, B, you got a question for me before I get him on here?
Nah, I just you inspired me just now, bro.
Ah, bless
Like
you.
you really just inspired me. Like I can feel the energy, the power, and all that, and like I see the commitment that you have and the hunger, and you hey, keep setting goals because that's what I tell people. People they get complacent, so
Right.
they'll finish all the goals they set and then won't set any more goals.
Right.
So I say keep setting goals and keep growing, bro. And we watching you. We
All right.
watching you.
Thank you, King. I appreciate this. Yeah, it's just a blessing. This has been dope. Like it feel like we just got on here. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's dope.
It's easy over here, baby. It's easy over
Yeah,
here, man. It's
it's
nothing but
organic.
nothing but love. And to be honest, your friend Miss
Living for
Lady
paradise.
Paragon. She's the one.
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
sis.
man.
Yeah.
She's the one who told me to reach out to you, man. So
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
bigs up
definitely.
to the
Yeah, we do a lot of work together. That's definitely that's sis right there. You know what I mean? I mean, I know y'all heard her. She's super nice with it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, she fire.
Yeah, she cold with it.
yeah, man. Everybody
She
is
fire.
super nice. That's the wonderful thing about poetry, bro. Like every artist that I've encountered, everybody is super dope in their own lane. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So that's blessed. Just like you mentioned, K Love, I want her on the show too, man. And she's super dope in her own lane. Like
Yeah, I mean, sis like
all y'all
that.
like,
Sister definitely do it. Like she real down to earth and everything. Like you reach out to her, she'll definitely, you know what I mean, get her time. Like she real personable. Like you know what I mean.
Especially after she see us with you on it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just tell her Geronimo told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I'm about to see her in a couple of days, anyways. At the you know what I mean. But yeah, I definitely like tell her about y'all and stuff like that. You feel me?
Okay.
it's awesome. It's awesome. Hey man, as we bring this to the end to another show of Art for Change, man, we got the inspiring and the inspirational Jeroninmo Speaks, man. Incredibly talented, man. It's such a privilege to have you on the show tonight, man. And it's been a wonderful exploring your mind and your powerful message behind your art.
That's a blessing.
I
Appreciate y'all.
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, let me know
Appreciate you.
anytime hey, y'all looking for any other artists. Let me know. Anytime y'all want me to come back, let me know. We locked in. We rocking.
So that's what I love
All
to
right,
do.
so right now we virtual, bro. So the long term goal of our thing is to have us a stationary building and to do our things live in there. So when we get our own studio, we gotta have you back, man. You can give us some live performances. That's
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
all right. But
Thank you.
get you out of here, Geronimo. We appreciate you, bro. Been a blessing, dog.
All right, brother. All right. Hey, he
That was an awesome
he
show. Man. He is so dope, bro.
he
He's so
fire.
dope, and we
He's
still love.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
He had me
So
thinking
everybody
like,
we bring
hold
on
the
the show,
fuck
fire.
up.
Everybody we bring on the show, bro. It's been
Yeah, I
fire,
was
man.
like, hold up, brother. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nigga, some shit he said
Hey, that's
5 minutes ago, and I thought of it like, hold up, that's what he
yeah.
meant, you know?
Yeah. That's the wonderful thing about poetry. That's
Yeah.
the dope thing about poetry. Hey, look, everyone. We thank everybody for tuning in, man. We really enjoyed y'all having us. We really enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to check out Jeroninmo Speaks work. You can find him on Jeroninmo Speaks on all social media platforms. If you can't find him on social media platforms, hey man, get in our inbox and we'll show you where to get to our guy. Support his works, support his message. He got if you're a spoken word artist in Chicago, he said he does a show. What do you say, every Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
When you listen to B, look, you leave me hanging. That's okay, y'all. It's all good. He over there don't know what he want to do.
I said, yeah. What the
He
hell?
said, I said, yeah. Hey man, but look, also don't forget to subscribe to us, man. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that bell. You'll know every time that we going live. If you're on Instagram live, you just gotta look out for my posters in my story. And that'll tell you the next time that we going live in our story.
Yeah.
This is your
Hey,
favorite
shout out to
podcast
my
host. I'm your favorite podcast section.
shout out
Go
to
ahead,
my
plug him,
homie
plug him.
John. This is clothing line. Shout out to my homie. We'll plug him
What's
in.
his clothing line?
You said what? Alumni Fly.
What is the name?
Alumni Fly.
Alumni Fly.
Yeah. He said he graduated from Fresh.
So he graduated from Fresh. I love that.
Yeah. The alumni. So yeah,
Man.
shouts out to my dog. But yeah, we're good. Yeah.
As always, man, y'all remember that art has the power to change. Let's continue to uplift the voices and inspire change and challenges each other. Us, and on next time, creating, keep motivating, keep curating, and y'all be blessed, man. Art for change. Peace and love.